How's the team responding to that Colorado loss in practice this week?
It's been good so far. I think just the big thing I'm trying to get across is that it's time for them to own. I've been saying own it this week. We need to start understanding that this is their team, this is their chance. They have a great opportunity right now. As you see in sets 3 and 4 against Colorado, that's a team we can be. But if we don't take your opportunities, then you could also be sets 1 and 2. So I think we have everything we want in place. I think we have the right personnel. I think we have the right opportunities, and now it's what are they going to do with them? So I'd like to see them really embrace that this is their Oregon volleyball program, and what do they want it to be represented as.
You say opportunities and personnel. What do you mean by which personnel, which opportunities?
We're healthy, so we have, with no Brooke, no Haley, but they're gone for the season, so we know that. So everybody that we can have, we have. So we have all our pieces back. So it's not about, who are we going to get back and get our lineup together. So we have our lineup, we have the pieces that we want. And then opportunities, you're a top 10 RPI team, and it's the last month of the season, and you have a chance to gain in the rankings if you want. You're one game out of second, which I don't think we've ever finished second since we're Pac-10, I think. So great opportunities ahead of us if we want to take advantage of them. So losing to Colorado is disappointing, because that was a great opportunity for us to get a W and to be in second and all those types of things, and we didn't take it. So now we get more chances, but the chances are starting to go away as the season goes on, and we have 4 weeks till playoffs, and we want to be home playing, and we want those opportunities. So what are we doing right now to make sure that playoff time that we are going to go on a run?
And for those opportunities, is there anything in particular that you're working on to host at home?
Well, it's all year it's been working on stuff. So I was really thrilled with the response from Lindsay Vanderweide this past weekend. I thought offensively she came alive a little bit, and she's really figured some things out. And I thought in practice last 2 days she's been really good. And so again, it's about building momentum and confidence, and every day in practice you can do that. We have 3 really good middles, and so trying to figure out now how do you use them appropriately, maybe for matchups. But how do you keep their confidence when they're not all able to play? I'm not able to do that. So how do you keep them going? Getting Jolie, getting her feet under her more and more as we go, and trying to get her in mid-season to postseason form really quickly is difficult. So how do we do that? How do we get Taylor August more involved in the offense as we go? She only had 13 attempts against Colorado in a 5-set match. That's a problem to me. So is this something that I can do in the lineup to make that happen? Is it something that the setters aren't seeing? So, there's a lot of different things. But that's kind of what we're working on, is how do we maximize the people that we have, and then maximize the opportunities that we're getting. So.
How do you explain that start against Colorado, considering what was on the line?
Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know. It was kind of mind-boggling to me. I told the team afterwards that I was shocked, because I just thought we were playing really well after Utah, and I expected us to come out and really want some revenge and want us to play great, and just keep building upon the things we were doing. So for us to come out flat, and I thought physically and emotionally we looked good. Mentally we looked disengaged. We weren't into our game plan until I really had to light them up getting into the 3rd set. And so, that's my point of owning it. If they need me to carry them, whether it's in the locker room or on the court, then that's a problem. This has to be their program. This has to be their results that matter to them, their goals they're trying to achieve. And so what are they going to do every time they go out to make sure that they're representing themselves the very best they can? So it was disappointing, and I don't expect it to happen again.
Aside from Colorado, you've been able to claim a couple wins at home. How's it been with the difference of having a couple, more consecutive home games?
Oh, we love being home. So we're 12-2 or 11-2, something like that at home this year. Our fans are great, and Matthew Arena has the best atmosphere. There's nothing better. Even opposing coaches just say what a great environment it is in our conference. So that's pretty crazy, for them to say that. So our the pit crew has been rowdy, and we love having this. The section's been filled every game. So it's been great. So we love being home, and again, we're hoping to be home for playoffs and that we can keep the atmosphere going. But we're excited to get back on the road too. It's not like we're bad on the road, so it's fun to just get our chances any way we can.
Can you elaborate on that a little bit? You said that before that Pac-12, or out of the Pac-12, Oregon has one of the best, communal support and the best fans in the Pac-12.
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean by that?
Well, I think our arena staff is unbelievable. As far as hosting goes, we treat the opposing teams as good as it can be. Our administration loves sports and loves putting on a good show and supporting our student athletes. And I think with our student athletes, they feel really loved and supported here just because of the environment that we created. I mean, it's top notch, it's first class. And it's something that you're just thrilled and you feel honored to be a part of. So, and that's from everybody. That's from our security guards to, to our arena staff, to our scorekeepers, to everything. I mean, we just really do things really well, and that just makes you feel good. So I think that we get those vibes when we're home, and we just feel really a lot of pride in what we do because we want to represent the people here that work for us and work to make us have great opportunities. We want to make them feel good too. So.
When the Bay Area schools were coming here is when the injuries started to happen. Are you excited to go down there with a full-strength squad?
Definitely, yeah. No, and I was so excited for this past weekend just because I felt like, well, we're doing really good things. Practice has been so good, and I would love having everybody and smiles on their faces because they know we're getting good. So, yeah, the Colorado thing was shocking to me. Colorado's very good, but I thought it was more on us. Not being good, so hopefully we learned our lesson, and now we get a chance to go back on the road and play a good Cal team, and then get a rematch against Stanford, which I know we're looking forward to every opportunity. So yeah, I think we're just chomping at the bit to get back on the court again. So it's only been 5 days, but that feels like a long break for us because of how the schedule's been going. So I think we're ready for it.
What are your opinions on how the team's done so far this season with the current RPI ranking?
I mean, I guess if you told me at the beginning of the year that we'd be top 10 in the RPI all year, and we're one game out of second, I think with the results piece of it, I think I'd probably be pretty happy. And especially if you told me with the injuries that we've had, I probably would feel good about it. Again, most importantly to me is how are we progressing? How's our leadership? How's our culture? And I think all those things are really good. So I believe our best volleyball is ahead of us. And again, everything I've done this year is trying to get us to peak at the right time. And I believe that's what's happening. So we need to keep taking care of each other and our bodies and making sure that we're healthy and feeling good and jumping high and all those things. And I think our locker room's in really good shape. So no, it's an exciting time, and I think everybody's looking forward to the month of November.
You were just practicing with a different brand of ball. Did one of those teams down there play with a different ball?
I think Stanford uses a Wilson ball. So and then the Arizona schools the next weekend, Arizona State uses one, a Bowdoin or Wilson too. So it just is a little different. UCLA has that ball. There's a couple schools in our conference that have a different ball in it. Imagine playing with a different football or basketball. It would mess with you a little bit. So we just do our best to get enough touches so that it's not completely foreign. So.